my goal is to inform everybody about the additives that they put in food, varying from stuff that they put in frozen food and what they put in restaurants. More than 1/3 of American adults and 12.5 million children and adolescents ranging from 2 to 19 years old suffer from obesity. With the growing trend in obesity and the growing risk factors that comes with obesity, we as a nation need to find better ways of preparing and creating our foods. The speech is basically about food additives. The question everybody asks when I tell them about food additives are, what are food additives? Food additives are things that they use to enhance flavors in food and also what they use to preserve food. Sodium nitrate is one of the most common food additives that they use. It is a type of salt that they use to preserve meat in hot dogs. And the problem with sodium nitrate is that it's a carcinogen, which means that it causes cancer. Another one is trans fat. Trans fat is a type of fat that they use for potato chips and also what they use to put inside hamburgers to give it extra flavor. The problem with trans fat is that it kills all the good cholesterol and it ups the dose of how much bad cholesterol that you have in your heart, which can lead to heart disease. Another one is cholesterol. Cholesterol is a type of fake fat that they use in non-trans fat chips, which you see at Subway every day. Problem with that is it kills all the vitamins such as A, D, and K, which are fat-soluble vitamins. And what those vitamins do is that they boost the immune system and also fight off carcinogens. So whenever you eat cholesterol or intake it in some other form or manner, you actually hurt your immune system and you increase the risk of you getting cancer. Another one is potassium bromate. Potassium bromate is used in commercial bread making, and they use this as an additive to make the bread fluffier. And it's found to be carcinogenic in rats and nephrotoxic in both man and animals. It causes tumors and it's also known as a complete carcinogen, which means that they know it's a carcinogenic agent, which if you eat it just raw, you're going to get cancer. And MSG, which is also known as monosodium glutamate, it's a flavor enhancer that they use in Filipino Thai dishes and also your frozen food. And the problem with this is that when they fed it to neonatal rats, which are rats that are inside its mother's womb, the retina layer of their eye actually deteriorated, and when they were born blind. And what a lot of people are doing in the frozen food markets is they're pulling that stuff off the shelf and adding other things to it, but you still have it in your foods every day. And the last one is tartrazine. It's found in candy and it's used as a coloring agent, and it's a cold tart derivative. A problem with tartrazine is that it has been linked to causing allergic reactions to people with asthma, and also has been linked to hyperactivity in kids. And here are some of the companies that use these agents. Hillshire Farms uses sodium nitrate in their food to preserve the meats, lunch meats and everything, and so does Ballpark Franks. They use those in their hot dogs. And also McDonald's, Burger King, they use MSG in their foods, their hamburgers, and McDonald's uses it in their breakfast, like Egg McMuffin patties and stuff, to enhance the flavor. Industry, if you look at chicken farming, for instance, what they do is they inject their chickens, or actually they feed their chickens hormones that increase the growth rate. And if you look at people nowadays, Uh, if you compare them to people who were born probably 10 years before that, they're a lot shorter and a lot leaner and everything, but now kids are now like 6'7", 300 pounds, and they're extremely muscular.
Yes. How much trans fat do you have to consume to get a heart disease?
That's kind of hard to say because each person, it varies by activity level. Basically, I wouldn't eat a whole bunch of it because if you eat burgers for like 10 years straight or something like that, probably by like the second year that you're gonna have a heart attack.
And you said something about an ingredient that made the mice go blind. What was that ingredient again?
It was potassium bromate.
Do you know any effects or did you mention any effects or anything that had to do with mice going blind or the ingredient or whatnot?
It's chemical agent that they actually just fed to the mice, and the babies were just, they monitored the baby's progress, and they saw that the retina layer was deteriorating with each stage of life, and when they were born blind because they had no retinas.
Okay. Did you mention any of that on your speech?
No. Pink slime, what that is actually is, what they do is they get all the excess from the chickens that they don't use, and they grind it up, and they use ammonia and other agents in there, and it turns it pink. And what they do is to make it like chicken nugget.
There's side effects, but probably not saying.
Are you talking about people knowing the side effects or the company?
No, the company knowing the side effects, but the people not knowing.
A lot of times is you hear like a lot of lawsuits with fast food companies saying, well, I've been eating your burgers and you didn't say that I got a heart attack. That was like probably 8-10 years ago. But now what they're doing is fast food companies are adding nutritional facts. If they figure out that they have a problem with people finding out what a particular additive is, they'll change the name to something else, and you have to do more research behind that to find that particular name. If that's all the questions, that's it.